and welcome to How to Play Eternal, a new 2 to 4 player game you can kickstart today. Here's my second player, George, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So, we have here the deck. You're going to shuffle it together, and then you're going to deal 5 cards to each player. You're also going to want to leave some room on the side for a discard pile, but other than that, you're just going to pick someone to go first and take the first turn, and then play proceeds counterclockwise. So, how do you take a turn in this game? Well, on your turn, you can do exactly one action, and at any time during your turn, you can make one set of cards. So let's go ahead and go through the actions. The first one is to draw and discard. It's pretty simple. You draw from the deck or you draw from the top of the discard pile. You put it into your hand, and then from here, you're going to go ahead and pick one card to discard. Of course, like I said before, you can make sets at any time, including before you discard, but we'll get to that. So again, this action is draw and discard. I drew a card, so I'm going to go ahead and discard this 3. Don't think I need it. And then it would be George's turn. George here, they can do an action. I'm going to go ahead and skip over their turns and just focus on explaining the game. So the other action I can do is take and give. Essentially, I'll ask George, hey, do you have a 4? And if they have a 4, they must give it to me. And then after I take something, I then give them something back. I give them any card of my choice. So if they had a 4, let's go ahead and check if they have a 4 or not. They don't, but they do have a wild. And wilds counts as any card, including 4s. So they're going to go ahead and give me the wild, and then I'll do whatever I want on my turn, that being making one set. But let's say I don't make any sets, and I just give them back, I don't know, maybe this 3. And now they have a 3. You may also ask specifically for wild cards if you want, but for the most part, that's the take and give action. The last action you can do on your turn is you can gamble. You draw 3 cards from either the deck or the top of the discard pile. Then you must make a set of 8 cards. If you cannot make a set of 8 cards, you lose the game immediately. But if you do gamble successfully and make a set of 8 cards and make a full chain, you win the game. So it's very exciting. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the set making part of this game. Obviously, on your turn, you can do an action. So for example, if I were to do draw or discard, I can draw from the top of the deck or the top of the discard pile. Let's say I draw, maybe I'll draw from the top of the discard pile. Next, I would have to discard a card, but again, at any time on my turn, I can create a set. So I'm going to go ahead and create a set of cards. I'm going to play a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, and use these 2 wilds as a 7 and an 8, creating a set of 6 cards. This is the biggest set you can make in the game without just winning it. Again, sets of 8s will end the game. You win on the spot. So I have a set of 6 cards. What happens now? Once you play a set, you can no longer touch it. It's done. It's pretty much removed from the game. You'll score it at the end, but you can't add to it. You can't change it. You can't remove from it. It's permanently here. Once you make a set, you immediately draw equal to the amount that you played. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 6 cards because I played a set of 6. Now, if there were 6 or more cards in the discard pile, I could draw all 6 of those cards from the top of the discard pile instead of the deck, but because there is no discard pile, I'll just draw from here. And if there's only like 4 cards in discard pile, I can't draw from that. I have to draw all of my cards from the discard pile or all of my cards from the deck. So I have a set of 6 new cards. Now what happens? Well, first of all, I can't make any more sets on this turn, only 1 set per turn. And of course, I was in the middle of taking the draw and discard action. So didn't discard yet, so I have to discard before I end my turn. So with these cards, I think I will discard this 5. I don't really like this 5. I'll remove it from my hand, and George might be able to do something with it on their turn. But that's essentially the main structure of the game. Again, each turn, you'll take one of 3 actions. You either draw and discard a card. There's the take and give action, where you ask for a card. If they have it, they must give it to you. And then afterwards, you have to give them a card back. And then there's the gamble action, where you draw 3 cards, and if you make a set of 8, then you win the game. But if you can't make a set of 8, then you lose on the spot. Now, there's also one other type of set. As you can see, this is a straight set. Straights are essentially just in numerical order. So 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth, with 8 looping around to 1. So if I had 8, 1, 2, 3, that would be a legal set. Or if I had 7, 8, 1, that's also a legal set. Another set you can make is a match. So for example, if I had a wild card, which can act as any other card, and 2 2s, that would create a set of 3 cards. 2, 2, 2, that's a match of 2s. And if I were to have more 2s, then I would be able to create a bigger set of matches. That's pretty much it. Pretty simple. Now, the game ends once the entire deck is empty. Once someone tries to draw from the deck, but there's no more cards left to draw from, let's say I had to draw 3 cards because I made a set of 3, but there's only 1 card left, I still draw it, and the game ends. So what happens when the game ends? Well, any players with cards in their hands, which would be everyone, would play any sets they have left in their hand and put it into their, sets. And then you're going to go ahead and calculate how many points you got. So for each set, there are a variety of ways to score. For a 3 straight, you'll get 2 points. For a 4 straight, you'll get 3 points. For a straight of 5, you'll get 4 points. And for a straight of 6, you will get 6 points. Again, if you were to manage a 8-card straight through gambling, then you would instantly win the game, regardless of points. Now, for matches, they're a little bit rarer, so they're worth a little bit more. So if I were to have a 3 match, that's worth 3 points. If I had a 4 match, that would be worth 4 points. If I had a 5 match, that would be worth 6 points, and a 6 match, 6 of a kind, very rare, I would get a whole total of 9 points, which is huge. And of course, if I somehow managed to get an 8 of a kind, a match of 8 of the same card, to win the game instantly. Unfortunately, I can't make it be more worthwhile because of how improbable it is that you'll actually get it, but you win the game on the spot. There's not much more you can ask for. Anyways, that's essentially how to play Eternal. You can kickstart it today by checking out the link in the description. And not only that, if you were to kickstart it, you can get a variety of different rewards if you would like. For example, I have here a bunch of stickers with each of the different designs. You can even get a Glommy Games sticker as well, if you would like one of those. There's also a bunch of postcards, very shiny, very big. They're very nice quality. Anyways, very exciting stuff. Hopefully this has piqued your interest in some regard. And yeah, it's exciting to try and kickstart this game. And as always, thanks for watching.